PLS 201, Legal Research and Writing for Paralegals. Week 6, Strategies for Effective Writing. Strategies for effective writing will include the following. Communication. To be effective, one must know the client. One must know the colleague that they're working with or working for. One must know the judge who will be reading the memorandum, the opinion provided in a motion. One must know their adversary. So communication with the client, colleagues, judges, and adversarial parties is an important part of the legal profession. Pre-writing provides a good starting point and fosters organization while supporting adherence to the task. Writing a first draft, taking notes, creating a framework will allow you to organize your work and stay focused on the issues that need to be addressed. Now, when pre-writing, consider the following: the purpose of your work, the audience of your work, the need for precision or accuracy in your work. Consider word choice and avoid being verbose. Keep it short and simple, as extra words are not necessary. Most judges prefer work that is concise and to the point. Strategies for effective writing. Do not use too many variations of vocabulary. Stay in one form. Avoid writing with a negative tone or passive voice. Write in the active voice. There are times where you may want to include a list in your work. By including a list, it will enhance the readability of your work. Avoid using legalese. Legalese for your client can cause frustration, as they are not familiar with those terms as you would, your attorney would, opposing counsel would, or the judge. Be brief. Remember, keep it simple. Be brief by omitting needless words, long introductions, redundancy, and repetition. To be effective, you want to create that outline. You want to organize your research, and you want to create that first draft. Good luck. PLS 201, Legal Research and Writing for Paralegals, Week 6, Part 2, Legal Correspondence. Writing letters. When you write a letter, it is important to understand two things. Consider who will read the letter. Is the letter for a client? Is the letter for a judge? Is the letter for opposing counsel? It is important to know who will read the letter, because that will allow you to tailor the letter to the appropriate audience. As mentioned earlier, legalese can be confusing for a client who is not familiar with the legal system, whereas for a paralegal or attorney or a judge, they are readily understood. Second, when writing a letter, one must understand what needs to be communicated. For example, a letter in a civil case where injuries have occurred would provide a demand letter stating what would be the objective or rationale for resolving the case for the amount of damages for which you are asking. Or it can be a letter to a client advising them of their next appointment, or generating a letter explaining the money that is owed based upon the hours that have been billed. A letter can go to opposing counsel, whereby you are advising opposing counsel that you wish to have depositions set. Remember, a paper trail is important, and always a letter will be a vital and integral part of that paper trail. Be aware of the type of letter being drafted, and note if it is a general correspondence, a demand letter, or opinion letter, and format that letter accordingly. Remember, in the letter, follow format by using a letterhead. In your letter, include the date. Indicate special mailing notations. Include the address. Include any references or subject notations. Follow salutation suggestions. Format the body of the letter according to the expected guidelines. Include a closing and signature block, along with reference initials, enclosures, and copies. All that has been mentioned should be included in a letter. Good luck.